Hi guys, what's up? In this video I want to talk about support resistance areas, how you can draw and determine support resistance areas and how you can find them. You have several options for this. One of them, as you can see, I had this moving averages on my chart, on price chart, and it's a good and practical and known support resistance. It's a trend line actually. Trend line is a it's a kind of support resistance. You know, when you have price hit this lines, this averages, you can see a reversal and you can see it bounces above. So it's actually there's some support here. When price drop, there are some balls here to support the price, and they push it above again. So we can consider this as a support resistance. We have a lot of moving averages. They consider, for example, 50 days, 20 days, 50 days, 100, 150, and 200. As you can see here, we have several of them. And we can also consider 20 days. These are known moving averages. You can use them. So when the price is below this moving average, it's kind of a support. It's kind of it acts like a resistance. 3 of them actually. And when there is a lot of when there is some gap between these lines, when there is some distinction and they are far from each other, there's a space between each of them, it means that price is in trend, and we have trending price. But when they get close, it means that price it's in a neutral or sideways movement. And you can use you can also use its signal when they cross each other. When there's like a knot, they go together and they, you know, something like this. There's some concentration and in this area. For example, it is a signal, sell signal, when they cross from up down, you know. They cross each other from above to down. But when they cross from below to above, it's a buy signal. Anyway, I was talking about support resistance. You can use them. For example, each time you see something like this, you can draw a line for your pullback, and when you see a signal bar and then entry bar, you can enter the position and take it. It's not that hard. And if you wanna know how deep your pullback would be, it's usually something like 50%, and you can draw a line above this at each top, because most pullbacks we see most pullbacks are at the previous top. Previous top becomes a support area for the price when we have a pullback at this level. We can see there's some support for there are some support for price. They push the price up, and when you have a bigger pullback, when you have a breakout, when you see a candle, when you see the breakout, it's large and strong enough that it actually penetrates the support area, the support level, the previous top. It's a sign that it might you might have some weakness in price, and we can expect that see a trend reversal or trading range in best scenario. And yeah, it's the same thing is true for downtrend. You can see pullbacks if they happen at previous lows, like this one. Sorry for interruption. Okay, as you can see, we have this pullback at this level, which is the last bottom at this point, of course. And what about now? Okay, the pullback didn't reach, didn't make it at this level. It's a sign that bearish trend is stronger. Bears are stronger than bulls because they didn't let bulls to push the price and reverse the price at least at this area, at this level. But if it for example went above this level and crossed it, you can conclude that okay, they're getting strong, and you can expect some change in direction of the price. So far we talked about moving averages as a support resistance level for you, and last bottoms and tops and as a support area for you. They are all support resistance, and we can consider pivots significant and important, and pivots. If you look at the market in a big picture, you can see okay, we definitely had some reactions here, and so when price reaches at these areas, we can expect to see some reversal, and there's a concrete you can use this analogy. It's like a concrete wall which stops this current to go further. So we have some reversals, and you can consider some area at the bottom also, and so it's not that hard when you see price have some reactions and some reversal at some areas. You can consider them as support resistance, and yeah, we can consider, for example, this one. You had price made a top at this level, and after that it picked this up, and you see pullback, and then after some fooling around, you can see it again. It come again at this level, and after all this fooling around, you can see again it formed some double bottom here and breakout, and we can expect that we see price react to this level at this level again. If you consider this one as the first leg or this one as first leg, you can expect to see another leg up, but you have to consider this too, that we have a downtrend here. Anyway, so we talked about moving averages, we talked about last tops and bottoms, and we also talked about this pivot. We call this pivot because we have a change in direction of the price in price, so we call it pivot. There are also other things as support resistance. One of them is round numbers. Round numbers, price usually have some tendency and some traction to round numbers. For example, let's okay. For example, this one, 26. It's a round number. We have 0 here. Round numbers like this, or we can consider it like this. As you can see, we have how interesting is that, you know. I talked about this level, and it's exactly at this level, at this round number, this 1.26 triple O. We had a lot of reactions at this level. Let's see another one. So this one, if I reduce it, yeah, we have a kind of a round number and reaction. So round numbers are good indicators and are good help to realize and determine support resistance areas. This one at this point was support, and here resistance. They are so handy and helpful actually. Another one is high, low, and open close of bars, of weekly bars, daily bars, and monthly bars. You can consider them as support resistance areas. Let me bring another chart. And in weekly time frame, what about this? Okay, what happened? Okay, so we have this weekly candle here, and just mark the open price, highest price, and highest and lowest, all of it. The last candle and the current candle, you know. All the it's and let's get back to, for example, 15 minutes. As you can see, they are big help, and you can use its levels. You had this as a support resistance. There were a lot of there was a lot of reactions. There were a lot of reactions to these levels and transactions and volume. Here you can see it obviously. Some of them are too shiny and too precise and beautiful. You can see it. You can also use these levels as support resistance. They can be a big help. For example, you have resistance here. You could determine it obviously by price action. This is a price action, of course, but by just looking at it, you could realize and conclude that. And another support resistance I want to talk about it is exhaustion gaps and breakouts and things like that. For example, in this and signal bars and entry bars. When you have an entry bar, when you have a entry bar, signal bar, you can expect the price have a pullback to that level. I will show you that. Okay, let me find. Let's check out another chart for diversity. Okay, you have pivot here, and this is your entry bar and signal bar at the same time. And if you consider the high of this candle, you can see we had after this breakout, we had this pullback at this level, and it acted as a support level, and it supported the price, and it pushes it's trying to push it up. And also here we can see this signal bar. You can consider its top and it's closed, and this it's low. As you can see, we had this pullback. After this breakout, we have this pullback at this level, exactly this level. As you can see, its shadow, its tail, and after that another bar, and it went up. You see it again at this area, which is the close of this signal bar, close level, and near this top of this bar, there were some support resistance. Sorry. In downtrend, we have resistance. There was a resistance for bulls to reverse the price, and they didn't allow them to reverse the price. And after all, you can see this one. There is a point about pullbacks I have to add, which is when you see this kind of candles in a row, and we don't expect to see any pullbacks, as you didn't see any. So haven't seen any so far. So you can enter the position at any time, you know, at anywhere, any time, because yes, based on that traditional definition, we enter the position in a trend. If we have a trend, we enter the position after pullback, after in a pullback. But we don't have any pullback here, so we can enter the position at the close of last candle, previous candle. You can enter the position. That's it. It's not hard. Okay, let's check out another things here. As you can see, it's a signal bar. The high level, you can see some pullback here. When price break this up, there was there's a pullback. This bar, here again, this is a signal bar and entry bar at the same time. I call it entry bar because it engulfed this candle, and I call it signal bar too because it's only here you can see it, there change in direction and sign of trend changing, you know, trend reversal. When you see just this candle, you don't expect the price to reverse. However, you have this context, but it's only here when you realize you have a trend reversal. So as you can see, you see a pullback at this level. It's the close of this entry bar or signal bar. As you can see, if you consider this candle, it made a support for you. I wanna let's see this one. Okay, you can obviously see when price reached at this level, we have a reversal and it worked very well, and after all we had this breakout above this. What about entry bar? Yes, you can see support thanks to this entry bar, the close price of this entry bar. We had some support for price, which is great. Okay, I think it's enough. I hope you enjoyed this video, and goodbye. No goodbye. I want to continue. Okay, how about this? This is your signal bar and this your entry bar. We call it signal bar because we have this big tail on it, and after this breakout we have this pullback. We always have pullbacks. The question is when we can see it. And other pullbacks, we can see them at the previous top. So yeah, this is it. This one, signal bar, and its low price as a resistance. here and here. And also we can consider exhaustion gaps like this one as a support. As you can see here, it acted good. This one was a support between this, was a pullback between these two legs, however, but yeah. And this exhaustion gap, this measuring gap, when exhaustion gap, they both acted at different points as a support area. This is exhaustion gap. Why I call it exhaustion gap? Because you had you see the last efforts of peers to make money, and this is the newest effort of both to enter and to reverse the price, you know, to make a reversal. So both of them are good levels and they act very well as a support area. We have pullbacks here at these levels, pullback on it, and at areas like this, which is the trading range in lower time frames, you have overlap candles in a same price, same area. They act like a support. When we have this breakout, we have pullback at this level, and here too. How about this breakout or measuring gap? Yes, we have some tension here, reactions, and the signal bar. And if you look at it here, you see there is a reaction at this level after all. See some pullbacks, see some reversal or something. Okay, I think this is it, and I really appreciate your support. If you like videos, if you wanna support us, like videos and share it with your friends, and subscribe us, that would be a good help. But I don't want to say goodbye yet. You see this breakout here? You see it right here, as you can see. And this breakout, this close of this breakout acted very well as a resistance. Here you can see it. And here again. Here again. This shadow again. It's beautiful. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. Goodbye.